Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. My name is Patricia and today I am excited to be sharing with you how I managed to pass the German B1 exam without studying the B1 course. And I will definitely be sharing with you tips on how you too can do the same. But before we get into it, kindly subscribe to our channel, like this video and share it with your friends. All right, let's get started. So, I did my German B1 exam in 2020. And as you all know, 2020 was a crazy year and most of the world was in lockdown. And so, it would have been impossible, almost impossible, to do a physical course, to study the German language course in class. Of course, there are online course options, but personally, my job is very busy. I was working throughout the lockdown, and my job kept me very busy. I really didn't have time to do a language course. So I knew that I had to find alternative ways to prepare myself for my B1 exam. So I have to say that at this point, I already had a background in the German language. I was not totally green, I was not a total beginner. I had a background because I studied German in high school as an optional subject. All right, so I had this background. It might be harder for you if you are a total beginner, but nothing is impossible. But I had this background and I knew that it was not good enough. I had to build on it. Anybody who has studied a language in a Ugandan school will tell you that the syllabus is very theoretical and it leaves the student with a very sketchy knowledge of the language. So I knew that I had a huge task to prepare myself for the German B1 exam. And so I will be sharing what I did to prepare myself for this milestone on my own. The first step that I took was to do a placement exam. This is a simple test that helps you to determine your level of knowledge of a given language, and it can be done online. It takes about 2 to 5 minutes maximum, so it's very simple, and it can be done on quite a number of websites. For purposes of German, I would recommend that you use Goethe.de. I'm putting the link in the description so you can follow this link and do your placement test. So you want to know exactly how good you are before you start. And this system uses the Common European Reference Framework for Languages, which basically uses a codification to tell you how good you are or how not good you are in a certain language. So if you have A1 level, that means it's the lowest level, beginner, very basic. And then A2 is the second one, B1 is the third one, B2 is the fourth one. B2 is really good. It means that you're confident in most situations and it's good enough for university studies. And then C1 is the next one. It's very high, and C2 is the highest. Means you're fluent in that language. So you're going to want to do this, and then you need, so that you can know exactly how much effort you need to put in. So after that, I went ahead and registered online. There are different online platforms where you can improve your German vocabulary and chat with other people. So I registered on so many platforms. I was going crazy. My phone had about more than 20 apps, German learning apps. Of course, some were not so good. So the ones that I would recommend include Deutsche Welle Deutsch Lernen, DW Deutsch Lernen. That was really, really good. I also enjoyed Deutsch Perfect Trainer, and also I had this very nice dictionary, German dictionary from Leo. I'm going to leave all these links in the description. Please feel free to download them. They will be of great help. I also went ahead and joined online platforms like Interpol's, like Deutsch für dich, like my Goethe, and these were really very helpful as well. I joined a number of Facebook groups that where I could interact with other German learners, and I would recommend that you do this as well, because there you can improve your vocabulary, you can chat with people, they can correct you. It is really very helpful. So the third important step is to identify the exam that you want to do. There are several options of internationally recognized German language exams. There is the Test Deutsch als Fremdsprache. There is Goethe exams from Goethe-Zertifikat A1, A2, B1, B2 up to C2. There is also TELC exams. There is also DSH. So you're going to want to choose which one works best for you, and this depends. Are you going to the university? Do you need this exam for maybe work? Do you need this exam to migrate to Germany to join your family members, or what? So you're going to want to decide which particular exam works best for you. I personally recommend the Goethe exams because that is what I did, and they're very they're internationally recognized everywhere. They are very diverse. You can get of all different levels for your different levels of German knowledge, and it's easy to find a Goethe Institute in your home country if you come from Africa like myself. So I would recommend that, but it might be different for you. So please do some research about that. Know which one works best for your needs. And then now that you know the exam that you want to do and the level that you need, so it is now important to do some research about the structure of this exam. How is this exam built? How many parts does the exam have? How many hours does it take to do each part? What are the types of questions that are asked? You know, for my case, the B1 exam, it had 4 parts: Lesen, Hören, Sprechen, and Schreiben. That is reading, writing, hearing, speaking. So you're going to want to know exactly how your exam is built. If it's TELC, it's slightly, they do have the 4 parts, but you need to understand how the exam looks. How is it structured? What is expected of the student? So you have to do a lot of research in this regard. If you're doing the Goethe exam, I would recommend you go to goethe.de. All this information is there. On any Goethe website, all this information is there, and the sample exams are there. So this will guide you. It is important to know exactly what to expect in that exam room on the day of your exam. Now that you know exactly how your exam is structured, now you need to continue to practice every day. Okay? Practice sample tests from the same exam every day. Please do not go a day without practicing, because even if it's something little, even if you don't have to complete that one entire paper in a day, no, you do some parts, okay? But practice. In German they say Übung macht den Meister. So practice makes perfect. So you need to practice as much as you can. In my case, like I said, I have a very busy job, so I had to find time to practice. Every evening from work. I would do my practice. So this is really important. Do not waste so much time doing things, you can learn vocabulary from anywhere, but practicing sample exams previous years. It's really helpful because then it prepares you exactly for this exam. So you don't need to know everything in German to pass an exam. You just need to know what is expected of you in that exam, and that is it. So practice, practice, and practice. Practice with your friends online, the friends that you've met in the online platforms that I talked about. You can do all this, and this will be very useful in preparing you for the exam. Get some textbooks, enroll, become a member of a library, register with a library, and you can borrow some books. This will help you. Okay, it is really, really key that you practice every day. And lastly, the other tip that helped me is confidence. Please, my dear, no matter what you do, be confident in the exam, especially when it comes to expression, the speaking module. Be confident, okay? Try your best not to, even when you're not sure of what you're saying. Confidence is something about a confident student that just makes, it melts the teacher's heart. So please prepare and be confident when you come to the exam. And I cannot stress this enough. Prepare, and prepare. Practice and practice. Actually, when it comes to expression, you can even get some of your talking points, your voice shots, your phrases that you use. You can master some of them by heart. There are some things that are always you can use in every conversation, like how you greet, how you introduce yourself if you're making a presentation, the phrases that you're going to use. You can master some of these, get really nice phrases and master them, and this will be very useful in your expression, in your spoken exam. Even in written, there are some phrases that you can master these phrases and use them. Okay, so it is very possible for you to pass the B1 exam without doing the course, as long as you're ready to prepare and to take it on very seriously, to practice very consistently. I know you can do it. So this is to encourage people who do not have the money to do a course or the time to do a course. Please do not despair. Okay, it is possible for you to do it, and I will be happy to answer any other questions that you might have in this regard. And I do wish you all the best in your B1 exam. Thank you, and stay tuned for how I passed the German B2 exam without studying the course. Bye. Cheers.